Do you think your stepmothers are nice to you? Are they caring enough? Can they ever replace your biological mother? Welcome back to our channel where we bring you sad stories that will make you cry. Today's video is going to be very touching as we listen to this little girl's story. She was thrown out of her house by her stepmother. Get ready to cry as you listen to this touching story. Ever since her father remarried, Jade had been living with her stepmother and stepsister. Her father, John, was a successful businessman who worked long hours, which left Jade in the care of his wife, Maria, and their daughter, Ashley. When Maria discovered this, she flew into a rage and began screaming at Jade, who cowered in fear. Her stepsister enjoyed tormenting her and would often join in on her bullying, making fun of her appearance and intelligence. She dreamed of becoming a famous singer one day and escaping her miserable life. One day, Jade heard about an upcoming singing competition in the city and decided to participate. On the day of the show, Jade was dressed in a beautiful new dress that had been bought for her by one of the producers. She stood behind the microphone and took a deep breath before beginning her song. The judges, too, were on their feet, congratulating her on her amazing performance. Jade had never experienced such warmth and appreciation before, and it left her feeling on top of the world. Startled, Jade came out of the corner she had been hiding in and asked, "Mom, why are you here? What do you want?" He searched the house and the neighborhood, calling out her name, but there was no sign of her. Just when he was about to give up hope, he saw a news report about a mysterious girl who had appeared on a TV show the night before. To his astonishment, it was Jade. He immediately called the TV station and learned that she had stayed with the host family after the show. Overwhelmed with relief and gratitude, John rushed to the host family's house and thanked them for taking care of Jade. "I'm not your mom and I don't want you in my house anymore." Meanwhile, Maria and Ashley were watching the same news report and couldn't believe that Jade had been found. John took Jade back in his home, promising to give her the love and care she deserved. He also hired a therapist to help her cope with the trauma she had endured. As for Maria and Ashley, they were out of the picture. John divorced Maria and banned her from ever seeing Jade again. He also apologized to his daughter for not protecting her and promised to make it up to her. They had hoped to get away with their crime, but now they knew they were in trouble. She excelled in school, pursued her singing career, and developed a close relationship with her father. Please don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to this channel to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And most importantly, leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences. We would love to hear from you. Finally, remember to share this video with others who might find it helpful. Thank you for watching. Until next time. She knew that she would bear the scars of her past forever, but she was grateful for the love and support of those around her. John confronted Maria about what she had done, but she lied and said that Jade had simply run away from home. "I tried everything to discipline her, but she was incorrigible and I couldn't handle her anymore." John was torn between believing his wife or his own daughter, but ultimately decided to side with Jade. "Get out and don't ever come back." Jade was confused and scared, but knew better than to argue with her stepmother. She stepped out of the shed and onto the lawn, not knowing where she would go or what she would do next. After the show, Jade was interviewed by the media and her story touched the hearts of millions. People were outraged by the way she had been treated by her own family and praised her for her strength and resilience. As her powerful voice filled the studio, Jade watched as the audience and judges were mesmerized by her performance. They had tried to keep her down for so long, and now she was being celebrated, something they had never achieved themselves. In a fit of anger, Maria decided to punish Jade. That night, while everyone was asleep, Maria crept into Jade's room and began rummaging through her things. She found the key to the shed and let herself in. Inside, it was pitch black and the only sound was the wind whizzing through the gaps in the walls. She poured her heart and soul into every note, pouring out all the pain and suffering she had endured at the hands of her stepmother and stepsister. The audience was captivated by her raw emotion, and the judges praised her for her unique style and stage presence. Her hair was styled and she wore makeup for the first time, which accentuated her features and made her look older. As Jade waited backstage for her turn to perform, she couldn't help but smile. For the first time in a long time, she felt like her inner and outer beauty were finally aligning, and that maybe, just maybe, people would finally see her as more than just a worthless servant. She practiced day and night, pouring all her emotions and pain into her singing. The day of the competition arrived and Jade nervously took to the stage. She sang her heart out and the audience was mesmerized by her powerful voice and emotional performance. Jade grew sick of being treated like a slave and longed for the day when she could finally break free from her stepmother's clutches. How could you be so careless? You clumsy animal, I'm going to teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Maria dragged Jade to the bathroom and locked her inside without any food or water. She didn't let her out until the next morning when she was visibly thinner and weaker than before. From the moment they had moved in together, Jade had felt like an outcast in her own home. Her stepmother had made it clear that she was not welcome there and had treated her like a servant. But before she could even remove her backpack, her stepmother began yelling at her. Overjoyed, Jade shared the good news with her family, but they were far from supportive. Her stepmother scoffed at her, saying, "Don't be silly. You think that'll make a difference? You'll always be nothing more than a dirty, lazy servant to me." Discouraged but determined, Jade went to the TV station alone. However, her father had always spoken fondly of her and had told Jade that she had been a kind and loving woman. Jade often wondered what it would have been like to be raised by her mother and couldn't help but feel resentment towards Maria, who had replaced her. "You dirty animal, look at the state of this floor. Are you deliberately trying to annoy me?" Jade started crying as she tried to explain, "But I just got home. I'll clean it right away." "Oh, so you think you can just come home whenever you want and leave a mess everywhere? You're so lazy." Just then, Jade's stepsister came into the hallway and said, "Yeah, Mom, she does that all the time. She never cleans after herself and she always leaves her toys and books around the house." At this point, Jade was sobbing uncontrollably. She felt so ashamed and wished she could disappear. Before we begin, please take some time to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And don't forget to comment down your thoughts below. Let's dive in. Just a normal day for 10-year-old girl named Jade. She had just returned home from school. Her stepmother had always been strict with Jade, but recently her behavior had become increasingly cruel and demeaning. Jade's biological mother had passed away when she was just a baby, and she had no memory of her. One day, while Jade was cleaning the house, she accidentally broke a vase that had belonged to her stepmother. Days turned into weeks and Jade became increasingly malnourished and exhausted from the long hours she spent cleaning and doing chores. Jade often found solace in music and would spend hours singing and dancing to her favorite songs. To her surprise, she won first place and was offered a chance to audition for a local TV talent show. She auditioned and was accepted onto the show, much to the dismay of her stepmother. When her name was announced, Jade confidently walked onto the set and greeted the audience with a wave. As soon as she finished her song, the audience erupted into thunderous applause. Meanwhile, Maria and Ashley were fuming at Jade's newfound fame. Maria opened the door and shouted, "Get out here, you filthy animal. I'm done with you." The next morning, Jade was nowhere to be found and her father was furious. He promised to never let his daughter out of his sight again and vowed to make things right. He knew that Maria had been abusing Jade for a long time and it was his fault for not realizing it sooner. Years went by and Jade blossomed into a beautiful young woman. Thank you for watching this touching story. We hope it has taught you the importance of family and the strength of the human spirit.